What is up, legends? We are back, and we're back in some Aether Gazer. All right. So I was asked, what does this husbando do? First of all, his name is Tyre. Literally, that's his name, Tyre. Like Tyreless, that's his name. But it's Tyre. But it's said Tyre. A Tyre or whatever. I'm saying Tyre. Either way, he might be the most technical character in the game, which may be not fun for people, but it's fun for me because you got to get good to actually use him. And once you get good and understand what he does, he becomes kind of OP because he literally has like built-in nukes that as long as you know how to do his chores. I call them chores because you kind of have to just use a little bit of a setup with him to get his main damage out. This is Hoodle, by the way. Or Hodel. Either way. Another person I use is Poseidon. But anyway. Alright, for him. So his first skill is this normal slash. It's normal by itself. It does light damage and he swings in kind of like a horizontal type of feel. This is augmented depending on which chest piece that you have out at a time, and the chest piece may attack with it depending on which piece it is. This is I call it chest switch. And what it essentially does is whatever chest piece that you have out, if you have all three out, then it's like kind of like a double type of chest switch, but I'll explain that when we're actually fighting. But this is his main spammable skill. This is his special skill, or maybe like the E, like for most people, like with a Genshin. What ends up happening is this works along with his first skill, which is this one. And he's going to do one of three things depending on which one is out. If it's the first one, which I call the Knight, the Knight is, it'll drop a nuke down. The great sword just slams straight down to the ground in front of you and does like a little bit of an AoE attack and hit things. When it's in the second slot, it drops down again, and that's a teleportation spot. So if you actually do that again, he teleports to that spot. And when he does the third one, which if it's in the third slot, which is I believe, which is the Rook, he teleports stuff to them and does an AoE. So he has three different slots, and the way that you change in between each one is the first skill right here. The first skill will initially cause it to change or keep it if you decide to actually keep it and not actually change over. And then you have the chest blitz, which it'll cause all three to actually simultaneously come out and slam down, and like a big AoE effect and a cone in front of them. It's a big nuke, and if you have all three buffs out at the same time, as you guys can see, it does increase damage. The chores behind it is to rotate and make sure that during the time of you actually fighting and dodging and everything else, that you have all three buffs out at the same time and not overlap and not screw it up. It's kind of a rotation. That's why he's the most skill-based character in the game. And the next one up is his special, where he basically calls out all three the chest pieces, plus his sword down on the enemy, and kind of like does like a little pose, like I don't need to look at explosions type of pose, and wrecks him. And then you just have his dodge, which is just his normal dodge. And he also has something that they don't talk about right here, which not everybody has in this game. When he dodges and then attacks, he has a big ass range for some reason. Like he just flies across the screen like he don't give a F about nothing, and it just goes through everything, and like it's really ridiculous. Everybody can't do that, but for some reason he can. So let's go into a hard mode, because this is hard mode now. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about with that dodge. Dodge is so ridiculously long for no reason. Now watch when I do watch the dodge. That in the AoEs, it knocks up. That's his only knock up too. Ow. Look how ridiculous it is. Like, why? Why does it do that? He's the only one who can do that too. Everybody else has like a different one. All right, so let's talk about his chores. So You see I have it up on, I believe that's the rook slot. And now he has that up. So now I can do this. And now I have, I think the knight slot. So we want to go again. We have that now out. Now it's over here into the next slot. You call out. And that was the dragon. We're in this slot now. Now we have 2. Now you're gonna notice that it's in the second slot now because I used the spell. And we don't want to do that. Or you can if you want to use the actual buff for the 2 characters. But you see I already have my ultimate ready to go now. What I want to do is we want to get into the 3rd slot. So now we have all 3 out. So now when I go and get another mark again, now I can use my nuke. And bam. That's the big damage right there. And now we also have the special where we can just swag out on them. Like it puts up like 6 different things, but what it really is just the 3 chess pieces and his normal sword. That's all that really slams down on him when you pay attention. So you can put that in with your normal characters and just start doing stupid stuff. So now I'm actually using his buff, and that was like the dragon. And you see I didn't get the extra buff on top of that because I decided to actually use the chess piece. And we're using matrix time, so now it's in that spot. And now we have the 3 buff again. Now you can actually use it on 1. You don't actually have to wait until you get 3. I just wait to get 3 because I want to just get the big nuke. But it's whatever because I killed them already. But once you get used to it, you can start kind of into the dedicate and pick and choose when you want to actually let that nuke go. Or if it's better for you to actually do the nuke with just 1 chess piece. And keep doing that if you don't have time, because certain stages don't allow you to have time. Like they just keep making you dodge and have to defend yourself and use the buff and everything else. So sometimes it just doesn't work out like that to get 3 out. Let's take advantage. All right, so since he's by himself, the girls can kind of take care of themselves. I'll build charge. All right, so now we're in a good slot. We can get all 3 out. So now I have all 3 and I can actually get the nuke and look for a good spot to use everything. Now's a good spot. All right, let's get 1 stack out. See me abusing the dash because it's so strong. Get my 2nd stack. Oh, we got him screwed. 3rd stack. So now I want to make sure that I get him in a spot. Let's heal just in case. Now he can also got him. And while we're in this and he can't move, he actually moved out of it. I thought he could move, but he was like, nah, I can move. The one thing about his special, I think his special is one of the weakest in the game because the enemy can just move out of it. It's really easy. You gotta set it up really well. All right, so he's not giving me much time. All right, so we just got 2. We can actually get the 3rd one out now. He got a lot of health. There's 3. So we want to get him in the matrix. I'll hit him out of this. Get Poseidon to heal again. Poseidon basically heals like 30 to 40%. I want to get him. That should hit. It actually caught a piece of him. I can actually build stacks during this and get this off. You said checkmate, by the way. And Tyre is awesome. Oh, I moved the slot. I didn't notice. Stuff becomes really tanky. I tried to drag him, but it didn't work. All right, so now we're in second slot. So that's all three. That should get him. So that damage they did to him. Now, when you actually do his special, he, for the most part, can't be knocked out of it in the beginning of it. But when it's slamming down, when the three is slamming down, the damage will still go out, but he can be knocked out of that. So like in the beginning of when he starts to pose and then brings his hand up, you actually have super armor and you just go through everything. Now be careful with that, because if you do that against a boss or a bunch of enemies around you, you can die, because it happened to me before. Like he just don't stop. He'll keep going through, and then at the last part of the hit, when he slams it down, then he can be knocked out of it. But you can be hit the entire time through that. So you can actually essentially die if stuff really hits you a lot during that. So just be really careful. It's nice to have the super armor, but your ass could get face planted basically. So, oh, I took too long. Yeah, I took too long. All right, good to know. What that basically means is the level is starting to catch up to my power now. So I need to actually start upgrading stuff. But we're going to go in and just snatch all this stuff up, because this is daily stuff right here. Hard mode takes a lot of energy, so just be careful with that. This is just basically them wanting you to use your energy to buy stamina. This wants me to do stages. This wants me to build energy. So what do we need? Do we need that, or do we need... What do we need? Let's see, rather than me guess. Poodle is a good character. Just let me, her AI is really smart. She takes care of herself. Like, it's a really good character. She does a good job of DPS. Her help special is really good. Okay, so we need this to upgrade her weapon. And we don't need any of those. We do need to upgrade her slots, because I'm using harping damage on her. Oh no, we can just do that. That puts her at 20. That works. Yeah, we just have to do all of those. So what I'll do is I'll do that, because that's my bae help right here. She does a damn thing. So we'll just go in here. We'll get her some more parts, and then we'll work on Poseidon. Poseidon is your healer. I really don't need to really that much pay attention to her. She just kind of like lives. If I say so. Like, I don't think I've ever seen her die in anything. I've seen Hulu and Tyre die. You know, it's be a lot, position a lot, because I can with Tyre, and abuse his dash attack. Just not let stuff get behind me. I'm just gonna expend this now. If it's a spammable area like this, you don't need all three stacks. You just need the damage and just get rid of enemies so you don't get surrounded. because they can essentially do damage to you. That's why you spoil the waifu Hodel, or Hoodle rather, because she do good damage. Just that normal slam down right there, wipe out everything around you. Like, you don't necessarily have to wait, and you like just use your stacks early and get that nuke. He's such a fun character. Like, I had no intention of actually using him as the anchor, but once I realized how good he is and how much fun he is as a character, I was like, oh no, we gotta use him. We gotta use the homie. The homie, he good. And we have just this last one now. And we'll do this one more time. I also want to expend my energy because my energy is capped right now. Energy is very important in this game, so you might want to just kind of like hold off on summoning crazy with your currency and use it on energy so you can progress faster. This might, you know, like, dedicate your team, whoever you're gonna use. Like, if you don't have the people that you want to have, reroll. Just reroll. Like, don't count on the game to just keep giving you characters, because it's not a very high rate game that will do that. So get your perfect start. Get your perfect start. That's the most important thing that you can do. I got my thing. Is this the second wave? No, there's the second wave. All right, so let's walk to him. All right, that killed the majority of them. Let's get... That didn't kill. Okay. And essentially, I'm basically showing you how to power up again. All right, so now she's 20, 20, 20. We can go to 30. And I think we can go to 40 too. What's Poseidon at? Oh, Poseidon is just all 10. So I'm going to have to do it all again for Poseidon. But let's look at... Oh, he has 20s too. So this is literally what I'm going to be doing today. I got to get all the underlying power up. But this does get the daily stuff out the way. And this is just basically expending your stamina, which is literally what we're doing right now. And they just want me to basically go in here and do this, which I'm not a fan of. It's okay, because what it does is it dedicates towards whatever prism you're going after. And you should, like, because a lot of this stuff, some is for light, some is for dark, some is for fire. Use a translator if you don't know. Like, you can just use, like, find like a translator app, like translator bubble app, like stuff like that. Somebody put one in the Discord recently, actually. Or you can use BlueStacks. BlueStacks does it as well if you don't know. Or fan, like, I already know what the words are for a lot of it, so that's why you see me just fly through and go after certain stuff. Like, that's the reason why I'm going after this one, because this is the heal one that basically you get heal over time. It's kind of lame. Don't get me wrong. Every 10 seconds you get 2% of your health and stuff like that, but you can actually build it to be stronger, so it becomes a better heal over time, you know, every 10 seconds. So just keep that in mind if that's something that you want to do. For me, that's what I want to do, because he is the anchor, so I'm building towards that. But for right now, what I'm doing is I'm building up my team power so they can handle more stuff, and more or less not really worried about summoning, even though I am going to get her, because ultimately she's going to be the second anchor, because you need two teams. You have your main team and you need a second team And the reason why you need a second team is there is a mode that you need 2 teams. Let me see. Which? This one. You can't, like you said, get 7 more days. Like you can't use the same team. So I already used one team to knock all this stuff out. So what I now need to do is I now need to use the second team to knock this out. Actually, it reset already. This is the new week, so it reset already, but I can only use one team to fight this and then get all the achievements here, and then you get the currency. You want to get these because these get the higher tier prism sets where you get like attack and defense and all that type of stuff. Like you just really wanted to, plus you get currency right here as well. So you need two sets of 3. So you can have like your main team, but you need a second team as well. So that's why I need another carry like that, which is gonna be her, because that's who I used in the beta and she was amazing. However, Shinbu, her, matter of fact, real quick, I don't think y'all ready. I don't think y'all ready for Shinbu. I don't think y'all ready for Shinbu. I didn't actually. I can actually, if I wanted to, I could use her as a carry. And she's an A and easier to build. Y'all not ready for Shinbu. Alright, this. I still got hit like a dummy. Come on. There we go. Shinbu is basically Kaching. Shinbu is basically Kaching and Mai from Honkai. You can animation cancel every damn thing. Like, why is this an A? And she just get better. She just get better as you get her. When you unlock all her slots, she just get better. Like, this is just her base form. That's an animation cancel right there with 3 skills. And then you get the bleed, plus the crit. And then you get the super armor when you get her. Like, why is she... This is an A character that's broke as fuck. Like, what? Y'all ain't ready for Shinbu. He's just not. Anyway. That's gonna be a later video because I'm definitely building her. She's not gonna be a carry, but I might end up doing it anyway because she's so damn good. So catch you guys next video. Be legendary, see you soon, all that good stuff. Peace. Thank you, legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.